Hi everyone, it's Matt from CricketBatInfo, and what we've got today is a very special bat. This is a custom order that was ordered through Kingsgrove in Newcastle for a guy in England. The requirements were short blade, long handle, and make it massive. So what we have here is another player's choice, but this one has been specifically made to order. I know for a fact that this one's actually been made by Stuart Cramsbuehler, because that was part of the request. And the other thing that is special about it is it's got the new 2018-2019 stickers. This bat was actually not allowed to be sent out till March, because that's when supplier samples were going to be ready with the new stickers. So this is actually the new stickers for next season for the Velocity, and I'm probably the first person to do a review thanks to this gentleman in England who's asked me to review it and knock it for him. So yeah, what do I think? Well, I think it's just amazing. What he's actually done is that player's choice bat from last season, which had a shorter blade, which was based on the Chris Lynn profile. Chris Lynn actually has a standard short handle bat, and he chops a centimetre off the bottom, which basically squares it off, saves a bit of weight, and works for him because he's a little bit shorter. But this bat has actually been made specifically with a long handle, and it's been made with a very thick oval handle at the base. Now, this apparently is a trait of a lot of the Cramsbuehler bats, is that if you get them and they've got this very thick bottom hand, not the normal thin Gray-Nicolls, then you're probably looking at a bat that's been made by him. But then again, this is a custom order, but we do know that this one was actually made by him. It's semi-oval up the top, all the way up to round right just below the knob. It's also got the zinc oxide tape that they use. It's got some sort of marking under there, but I cannot read it. It's got the standard Gray-Nicolls anti-shock handle. You can see their long handle. The other thing, it's got V on it. So U was last season, V is next season. See that there? And the other thing about it is it's bloody huge. 45mm edge, 66mm spine, and 108mm wide. 27mm toe, 18mm shoulders. There's so much wood left up here to help balance the bat, and it balances beautifully. So even though you've got all that wood down here, because they've left so much up here in the shoulders and a bit in the handle, and it extends through, leaving a lot of mass towards the actual top of the bat, it balances beautifully. So will it fit through the gauge? Well, of course it won't fit through the gauge. Now, this particular bat has a fully flat face, as you can see there, so there's no way it's going to get through the gauge. And if it did get through the gauge with a rounder face, then you wouldn't have the 45mm edges. As far as concaving goes, you can see probably a couple of mil been taken out there, both sides. So this one is a special order, so this has been handcrafted. So the whole point of this is reducing the length of the bat. You gain a slightly better pickup. You got a longer lever to pick it up with. So with all those stats, and because it's got that shorter blade, it's 210.6. Typical, I've said this before, Gray-Nicolls, you need to do something with these markings. Burn them in, or do them with a laser, or do it with a sticker, but that's just... Now, the actual grains there, you know, they're not perfect, they're not even. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 grains, all sapwood, and you've got these little knots down here right in the hitting area. Now you'd say, oh my god, that's bad, but it's not, and I'll prove it to you now. So we'll do the tap up. Really hard on those. Well, of course, because of that volume of wood in it, it just pings everywhere, but it particularly pings right off of that knot there. A little bit down low, and the pressing is again on the firmer side. But because it's such a low density cleft, you've got that deeper tone to it. So these were the Player's Choice bats. I think they retailed for $500 this season. I'm sure because this is a custom order, the gentleman would have had to pay more. I don't know how much the stickers have changed there, but they definitely have got the new thing here, and this has all been changed. There's a little bit of embossing here. Velocity down here is embossed. This is embossed here. It's embossed across here. The Gray-Nicolls is now embossed across here. It's got the traditional Gray-Nicolls grip on it, and they put 210 on it. We saw 210.6. So yeah, very, very impressive bat. I'll be knocking this in, and you'll get a post knock on it. I'll turn it around now and we'll bounce the balls on it. So we'll start off with 4-piece, an older style 4-piece there. immediately it's just pinging everywhere. So they're picked not on looks, they're picked on performance. And because this has been made right at the beginning of the 2018-2019 Australian season, it's pretty much got the pick of the willow that's come through or about to be delivered. So right at the moment, Gray-Nicolls are making these bats and sending them to sellers so they work out how many they want to order. Got here the Dukes. So that flat face certainly enhances off-centre shots, widens the sweet spot, and it's the profile with that mid-low position edge and a mid to high position spine, along with a bow that you can see there pressed in, actually assists this bat. It's a very nice bat. So 210.5. These short blade bats always pick up much lighter, so maybe 2.9. So yeah, it's an easy bat to wield for 210.5. I like 2.8.5, and I don't think I'd have any trouble wielding this, and it's 2 ounces heavier than what I use. So yeah, it's a really well crafted bat, well balanced. So thanks very much to the owner. I'll be getting that knocked in. 2018-29 Velocity Player's Choice, custom made with a long handle. It's a short blade, slightly over short blade overall. Fantastic bat.